Of the Kickstarter, and so today as the first day at Paleo FX. Did not have a great night of sleep last night. Definitely a crappy hotel room. I guess I accidentally booked a smoking room. I did not mean to do that, so that stinks because I do not smoke. But one of the things I'm going to do today, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to unpack my suitcase. I'm going to show you everything I brought to Paleo FX. I'm running a little bit late, so I'm going to make sure and hurry up and get to Paleo FX, which is okay. I mean, usually the opening ceremonies, in my opinion, are boring. That's not why I'm going there. I'm going there to network. So let's see what's in my suitcase. One of the first things you'll see here is this is a shirt. It's one of the mini shirts I have. The other shirt I have is, just a regular logo shirt. I have another one that says, ask me for a free paleo-friendly keto snack. I'll share that one another day. But this one's going to be funny. I think I'm going to wear this day 2. I'm going to test out all 3 shirts and see which one gets the best reaction. So then underneath that, you'll see I got a cooler. And this is just what I happen to have. I brought a bunch of these little boxes, which are the influencer boxes. And then you'll see I also have this box here, which is filled with jars. And I put one of them in the refrigerator because I want to make sure it is nice and cold. It can get a little hot here in Austin. So, got that there. Another thing you'll see I brought is my ghee. Used a lot of extra cardboard packaging. And then the rest is just some clothes, some more of the boxes for influencers. I'm going to take about probably 4 or 5 of these boxes and probably about 6 jars today. Let's see what else we got. Yeah, and I brought about 4 of those shirts. So that's the big thing. I'll keep you guys updated as the day goes. And yeah, let's get started with Paleo FX. Center here for Paleo FX. I got my Performance Nut Butter shirt, a bunch of Performance Nut Butter jars in the backpack. I'm gonna have some people try it out, see what they think, spread the word about Performance Nut Butter. Real day of Paleo FX. I did not get any shots of the inside. I realized I was so busy today just hustling around. I did not get a chance to actually film any really good stuff. I have a few shots of me in there. I did this oxygen bar thing, so I have a shot of that. I have maybe a few other random shots of what happened inside Paleo FX, but I did not film any videos once I finally got inside, and I didn't film very much in there. I was busy. I was hustling. I was getting the product in people's hands. People loved it. I'd say I probably let somewhere between 20 and 25 people try it. I'd say all but one of the people had extremely positive things to do. And the one person was just like, oh, they just were kind of quiet. They didn't say a bad thing, they didn't say a good thing. They just said, oh, it's good. But I could tell they were being mostly polite. All the other people loved it. In fact, 2 people specifically, there were 2 people that were together, said, I love it so much, I'm gonna go buy it right now. Then, I didn't think anything of it. People say that all the time, and they went, when someone came back to me on their phone, they showed me that they backed the Kickstarter. That was huge. That's proof of concept. To me, that's so much more valuable than someone saying, I will buy it. It's saying, I did buy it. And that's, I think, as a business owner, what you want to try to get people to do is say, ask them, how much would you be willing to spend for this? And they say $20. Say, okay, I got a box. You want to give me that $20? Once they start coming out with the excuses, that's when you know if they're serious or not. Another thing is, so I wore this shirt today. I'll show you every shirt that I wear. On the back, it says, ask me for a free paleo vegan keto snack. But I had the backpack on pretty much the whole time, so no one came up to me and asked me about that. I'm going to test out a different shirt, like I said, every day. So we'll see tomorrow. I'm going to wear the Ask Me About My Nut shirt, and I'll show you a video of that tomorrow. And the same thing tomorrow, I'm going to try to get more video of the inside of the conference hall, maybe even some video reactions if I can of people trying it, but I can't, that might be a little bit awkward. My number one thing is to try to build a business here. It's not to try to show every second and every emotion of what people are experiencing. So let me go down some of my big takeaways. Number one, Paleo FX is a blast. Highly recommend it if you enjoy, outside the box thinking. It's like not just for the people that are hardcore paleo, it's also just for people that enjoy the biohacking movement, if you think that we are a product of our evolution in any aspect, this is the conference for you. I'd say I had more really fun conversations than I've had in a long time, in a very dense amount of time. So 100% an amazing conference. Two, I would say, in general, conferences I think are going to be a really good way for me to sell this product because it involves a lot of one-on-one action. On top of that, I'd say the backpack. So I just have the backpack, I just have a jar, I'm just going around letting people try it. Huge. I think that's much more valuable than getting a booth, personally. I think a booth is a little bit of a status thing, but when you got a booth, you got to hire people to run the booth, you got to do all kinds of stuff, but I'm able to go up to people. You got to wait for people to come to you when you have a booth. I'm able to do some guerrilla marketing, go up to people, and I don't have to right away sell them. I get to go in and be like, yeah, what are you doing? Tell me about yourself. By the way, I have this product. Here's my card. And I think personally that's much more valuable for creating connections. So that's some of the big takeaways. Let me think some other things here. I'd say I'll just tell you some more of the experience. I had someone come up to me, Michael. So shout out. I don't know, he may be by chance watching this at this future date when this is released, but he came up to me and he heard me on. I interviewed the Mind Pump guys, right? And he heard me from that. And you know what? I'm not saying for sure he's going to support the project, but I gave him a taste. He loved it. And there's a good chance that he will. So it's funny how this kind of stuff comes full circle. On top of this is a story for me to tell the Mind Pump people and tell them like, man, one of your fans came up to me, like you have to meet this guy. And it kind of brings this thing, just all full circle, like I was saying. On top of that, there's a lot of lessons to be learned. As you can tell, I have a lot of energy. I'm still buzzing off of it pretty hard. Another lesson is create the group, create the tribe, create the experience. And what I mean by that specifically is at the end, and I'll throw in some pictures, I went to a barbecue dinner with some really cool group of guys. I kind of put the whole thing together. I met Michael, who's in the picture, and I met yesterday I met the Ritz Fits guys, which I showed you. And so I met Michael and I said, hey, let's do dinner. And then I called the Ritz Fits guys and I said, hey, you wanna meet us up for dinner? And then there's also Jasmine, the girl that's in the picture. I texted her and said, we're going to dinner. You want to come? And I was looking the whole day for some cool people that are doing this kind of thing. And I ended up finding it by kind of creating it on my own. And then on top of that, Jasmine and the Ritz Fits guys both know this one guy, James. And James came and he had a whole crew of people that are just really smart, I'm blanking on the correct word right now, but just similar wavelength. We're on a similar wavelength. They were telling, we're having these kind of conversations I don't get enough of. Like where I'm from, not that where I'm from, but the kind of people I normally hang out with, they just don't have these conversations. And it's, we're talking about how, yeah, sure, you should be grinding, you should be working hard, but at the same time, you need to take a break, you need to go out and play, and then by taking that hour or two to hang out with friends, or doing dinner with a friend, or whatever it is, you're actually going to come back and you're going to be more restorative and be able to work, get more squeeze, more juice out of each squeeze. So it's not just how many times you can squeeze, it's how much juice you can get. So if I can work for an hour and be fully engaged, that's more valuable to me than working 4 hours and just having this mental fog. So I think that's very important. And it was great to have these conversations. We ate this barbecue meal, and I'll show you a picture of that. Really heavy, a lot. I didn't eat all of that. I did take a little bit of leftovers, but not much. Like ton of meat. And if I were to have that by myself here in my hotel room, I'd feel like crap. I'd feel absolutely awful. But the fact that I was having it with a group of people and we were engaged, there was something very primal about just eating this, and I felt like I earned it because I had this very successful day, and I didn't feel bloated, I didn't feel weighed down, and that's something I don't think we get enough of. And this was actually part of the conversation we were having there is, the social element. This is amazing. It's like, 12 like-minded people sitting around and just eating a delicious meal, and there's something, I don't want to say magical, but there's something really amazing about that experience, and it's different. I think you can eat a certain type of food by yourself, and it's going to make you feel different than that same food in that kind of community. So another big takeaway from me has been that I need more of this social, I need more like-minded people in my life. And how I'm going to find it, I'm not 100% sure yet. That's, I think, a question I'm going to start asking more of the people I meet here is, what do they do for fun, and how can I meet more people like them? I'd say another takeaway, I'm just going to keep going down the list here, but another takeaway, and this will be my last one, I'm going to close off on this, is that you need to decompress those high up as you go. You need to take that low as well. And that could be an active low, or if you don't do that, you'll get like a depression or a burnt out feeling. And I've talked before, I think day 4, 5, 6 of the Kickstarter, I was a little bit burnt out. So what I'm going to try to do now is, and I'm probably going to stop filming it just so I can turn off my brain, but I'm going to do, well, first off, this is letting everything out of my brain. But the next step I'm going to do is try to write down, just do some free-form writing and just write down everything I'm thinking. And I'm hoping that will slow down my thinking process, because I can only write so fast. So that is one of the things I'm going to do. I'm going to take a cold shower. I'm going to do a little bit of meditation. And once again, I'm not going to film it because this is me time. This is not for anybody else. Though maybe one of these days I'll film it just so you guys can see what the process is like, but I just described it. You don't need to know. That being said, Paleo FX Day 1, really dope. I'm gonna start doing more of these conventions. I'm really excited for this product as well. Like, I'm excited that I have a product that I can connect with people that I actually enjoy talking to. So that's it. I think this is day 11 of the Kickstarter. Yeah, it's crazy. So if you haven't yet, click that subscribe button. Leave me a comment too. Let me know what you think about this. This is a little bit more of a rant. Do you like it? Do you not like it? How can I best serve you guys in the future? Last but not least, I got my e-commerce success pack, the Kickstarter checklist, all kinds of free, like, great content in there. So if you haven't signed up yet, sign up really quick, totally for free. And that's it. I'm really here, and I'd say actually last takeaway. This is what I want to do. I enjoy, as much as I love the Nut Butter Company, I enjoy more teaching other people and showing people that, hey, you can do it. Like, I'm not special. So that being said, I'm trying to give away as much free content as possible. Let me know what you guys want and get that email list, and it's going to be full of just great content. So thank you guys, and much love. Appreciate everything.